the likely blind. He's just the kind of fits-all champion. Works in most comps. It is Adam's most played so far of summer, and so they can keep this freeze for as long as possible and keep the bullying up.
And Vedi, you know what I love about it as well is we get a mid lane gank to pause. Isma flashes in. He's going to get a fear straight away. Good disengage from support, but it might not matter. First blood goes down. Nisqy capitalizes big, and they're on the board.
Great timing there.
Nisqy walks down. He's got everything up and available. BDS just hovering, but they're on vision. For now, SK still too strong, still too comfortable. They get both.
The minimap to see if BDS is even in a position to contest, and I don't think that they are.
They're
but
TPing.
They think they are at the very least. I mean, Adam, remember, has to run in with only exhaust. Paranoia comes through. Trushabrass flies in, but does nothing. But for now, they get them off the zone of grubs as Isma jumps back on in. The equalizer down as well. The Shattering Strike lines them up. The Magnet Storm zones them in. The Petrifying Gaze sets them out, though. BDS have weathered the storm at least for the start of the fight, but the problem is Nisqy is cleaning up. Bro was looking for his 1000th kill, but he's gone above and beyond as he flashes out and gets out of the back end of the fight. As Ice and Sheo getting chased down by this angry, light-eating monster. No wonder Vedi played it. It cleans house.
SK decimate BDS at those Void Grubs. It was a decent up from Sheo to start, but you just could not stop the odds.
They played a clean early game. Their laning phase has been good. They found a nice gank in mid lane, punishing Nuke's lack of flash. And now Nocturne...
4 grubs on the side of SK2 as plating has just fallen down, but Nisqy does good damage. Culling comes through. Luon is here and just helps out with a bit of damage on turret himself. Here comes the Paranoia too. Luon still tanking up, buying time, but the dive is not complete. Gets a little bit messy at the end as they just need to finish Adam off.
He has the TP though, and he's going to use it to get away to safety.
Bye.
SK don't quite...
Spawning BDS. Just going to try and play it slow here, so should win off of gold if this fight goes their way as well.
Luon trying to come in on the flank. Sheo is wary of it. Nuke has the miasma to deny that.
Luon with the flash available as well, waiting for a Magnet Storm. Irrelevant, just sitting on the back, thinking about that equalizer as well. 3k now as Nature's Grasp is out. Luon flash, Magnet Storm hits nothing! Absolutely nothing! And guess what? Sheo gets a dragon! Luon's gonna die. His Isma on the back end is taken down by Adam, or at least close to it. The 3-man knockup, a BDS team fight! The Petrifying Gaze has us stunned!
It's a phenomenal team fight from BDS. Just like that, the whole game has been flipped on its head. This was the type of opportunity they were looking.
If they were only a couple of K down coming into the mid game, that things will be all right. And BDS are only 1,000 gold down now, sieging mid, opening up, even finding a play with a charm down as well with Luon dying. Paranoia into the backline, but Isma's alone. The equalizer comes afterwards, and now Sheo's getting burnt from the wing, but it's not enough damage. They've run out of range, and they are getting punished. Rahel runs in with a killer instinct, and even though Petrifying Gaze doesn't connect.
But it's always risky giving this many Infernal Dragons over to the enemy team.
They do like stats.
You know, a very fast Baron taker, and SK have no information. They see nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, Luon will be first to charge in. Now the blue ward's there. Paranoia, as you said so rightfully, Dagda turns off the lights. Nature's Grasp zones out again. He's trying to fly on in, looking for the steal, but he's rooted midway. Ain't no steal with a smite in play as BDS lock it down, but Nuke already dying. Shows that SK might have something in the fight, but they're poked out. The range too much, and SK... they have to get out before they stay in the way of Ice.
They execute the dive by getting the kill onto Nuke, which is a good way to start the fight, but they can't continue it. The Baron has objective. Again, it's kind of BDS's playground here. SK need to find that pick.
If SK lose this fight, that could be game.
Boy.
BDS can just run down mid.
Noxious Blast slows it down. Paranoia there as well. Trushabrass misses this time as Luon gets a Shattering Strike, but the Nature's Grasp again tries to find a target, but it's enough to zone away. The power of Maokai, ladies and gentlemen, is again shown.
Yeah, it was so risky for SK, because if they actually lose this fight, there's a wave in mid, BDS can run it down and in, but now Nisqy might be
Twisted
dead.
Advance is a lock on, he's charmed up, easy again, equalizer. Turns it around though as BDS start burning down, but not before they get the kill. Rahel has to flash away because Ice is turning and burning his own. That feels like a real rumble as Adam gets soloed. How? What? Ksante! Again!
And that's three members. Three members only end up dropping, but that's going to be enough with the Baron, and BDS is back. They set their sights on the base, and they're looking to secure game one.
What a turn of events. I mean, it's been a strange game, hasn't it? Because SK's dominance in the early game, we were talking them up for the first 15 minutes, but all it took was a classic BDS fight, a classic BDS turn. Knowing their comp well, and I think, again, playing their comp damn well too, as SK getting aggressed on for their Nexus turrets. I'm not sure if it's going to end here, but at least with mid turret being harassed too. They'll have double inhibitor down. Irrelevant and Rahel will respawn, but this game feels very much in the bin, much like it has for the past 15.
Because all you have to do is had SK struggle, and now it feels very much like it doesn't matter what LFL team it is, Carmine Core, or if it's BDS, they're going to struggle to close out when they get these early leads.
Dagda, I don't know if they'll like you for that. They are Swiss as we go for Luon on the backside, and there's a good lockdown at least set up this time, but who's going to get on in? Rahel's exhausted immediately in BDS. It just feels like there's not enough damage to contend with them right now. Irrelevant burns, cooks, but that guy's going in the bin. You do not eat burnt toast, and BDS know it. Game one's going to end with a triple kill going over to Ice. And it might not be the hyper carry, but I still see a true carry on the AD carry once again for BDS in game one.
Ice looks spectacular. BDS having a phenomenal comeback fight, and they will take game number one from SK.
I mean, BDS, they don't do anything overcomplicated, right? They draft a scaling composition.
Well said.
They concede the early laning phase, and they went for one dangerous fight around the grubs, which could have cemented their demise. But ultimately, they were able to punish the fact that SK couldn't set up the fights properly, and they now lead the series 1-0.
Well, it's a good opener at least past the 15-minute mark, but we'll see if SK can bounce back and hold on to their lead running into game two of this elimination series.